it must be done by this government in a very, very visible and in a very, very acceptable manner. It must rectify the assault on our patrimony. We lost our lands. When they passed the Land Registration Act of 1902, which required those who would want to own the land to register, the Bangsamoro lost their rights because they were ignorant of this process. They were ignorant of this law. And therefore, they were deprived of their lands illegally. And when I say illegally, it is no less than the United States Supreme Court who says so in the case of Carino versus the Insular Government of the Philippine Islands, 212 U.S. 449. The Justice of the Supreme Court that penned the decision was the very famous Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes. He said, "We went to this country not to rob the people of their lands, and those who have occupied their lands for so long cannot be deprived of it because the new government says so, because the government has passed a Land Registration Act." In the Public Land Act of 1903, they gave corporations, and none of this had any Moro or Muslim in it, 1,024 hectares of land. Those who applied for homestead were given 16 hectares, but Moros and non-Christians were given only 10. They discriminated against us in the application for homestead of the very land they robbed from us. This has to be rectified. They must also rectify the assault against our culture. The Constitution prohibits the grant of titles because Quezon wanted to destroy our political institutions. He said the sultans and the datus do not have special positions, and therefore it is allowed these titles. But he failed because the sultans and the datus, they are part of our political institutions, and they are the anchor of these institutions. Third, the assault on our faith. When we were students in the College of Law of UP, we had to squirm on our seats and always reminded the professor that we are not Mohammedans, we are Muslims. And that is how they called us, Mohammedans. They were either ignorant of Islam or they just wanted to distort the terms in Islam. Then they passed Act number 473, the naturalization law, which up to now still is operative. Under this law, no Muslim can qualify for naturalization as a Filipino citizen. Why? Because one of the grounds for this qualification is polygamy. So even if a Muslim is not married or has no intention of getting married whatsoever for whatever reason, because he's a Muslim and polygamy is sanctioned in Islam, he cannot be naturalized as a Filipino citizen. This is an assault on Islam itself. Historicity. The 1935 Constitution, which is reproduced in the 73 and 87 Constitution under the provision on citizenship. Moros are not Filipinos, and this was my paper in political law when I was in the College of Law of UP. Because under this provision, Moros are lumped with those who were subjects of Spain. We were never subjects of Spain. The Moro nations are the only nations in Asia, of all the Malay nations, who never fell to their knees before the foreign enemies. This too has to be rectified. Then the assault on our properties and our persons. Billions worth of property of the Moros were damaged because of the wars against them, starting from martial law. And so many have died in the process. There is one story